Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Joe. It's about 9:20 in the morning, Friday, and I am heading one station, or is it? You can see it off in the distance. That's the Kheha, the last station on the Sukhumvit light green line, opened in December of 2018. Let's go take a look at the end of the line as of 2024, anyhow. And it's a little bit hazy, but we're in Sukhumvit. You can see the Sukhumvit Learning Center, I believe it's called. That, let me zoom in. That kind of Seattle Space Needle looking building. It has an observatory to get a nice look at the Chao Phraya River. It's very close to the river, which is over here. Probably on the other side of that crane will be the river. So we're not too far from the water. And this is it, Kheha Station. I mistakenly said Kheha. BTS lady corrected me. Now there's still plenty of tracks going down the line. I'm sure it's being used for maintenance and repositioning and timing the trains. But I'm sure this won't be the last station for long. I remember it wasn't that long ago where En Route was the last train stop. And I don't see any large high-rises, not on this side. If you can see, the train track kind of eases off towards this building off in the distance. That's the President's, and there's the Black Night Market down below. Oh shoot, I'm drawing a blank on the name of that station. So 2 train stops away, you'll find a movie theater, a Tops Market, and that nice night market, Black's Night Market. I don't see any large buildings on the other side either. Not that you have to live in a large high-rise, but I just left one at the last stop that said starting at 6,700 baht. There was even a smaller hotel-style building that said starting at 5,000 baht. That's less than 150 US dollars. So you're certainly gonna save money on condos living. Well, this is probably 40 minutes to Saya Sok. And the tracks look like they head down quite a ways. I don't see a repair facility. I'm assuming there must be some kind of barn down there. The tracks do ease off to the right so they can head the train back off in the other direction. And there's an old school bridge. Well, let's get out of the BTS station and head off in the direction of that Tanner building. It looks like a nice unit, maybe a 5-minute walk to the BTS. And it says to get to the ancient city of Sukhumvit, take exit 3, then take a Songtao or a Bot bus, number 36, or take a taxi. And this being the end of the line, there's no shortage of taxis on Sukhumvit, take you out to the ancient city and parts beyond. Plus, there's a half dozen Bot buses, Songtaos, to take you out to the different neighborhoods. And I don't know if you can see it tucked away in the shade in the trees there, but a cool little dining area right on the side of this klong. And on the other side of the road, they have a very large park and ride. I'm assuming it's fairly affordable. Pull the car, motorbike in, jump on the BTS. Although just unofficially parking your motorbike here doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Somebody had asked me in the comments the other day about theft, especially with leaving their motorbike around Bangkok. And yeah, I mean, it's a big city with big city crime, but it's just not as big an issue as many parts of the world. Crime, you just don't hear, of a lot of things happening in Bangkok. And that was pretty garbled English, but I'm going on my 3rd video. It's about 10 in the morning. It's roasting hot, so I'm gonna start mumbling at this point. But let's take a peek at this neighborhood. It doesn't appear that there's much to see. I need to get past all these taxi and motorbike guys. They're all looking for a customer, which I don't blame them. But myself, I'm just gonna jump back on that train when I'm done looking at the area. And there's the bed store. Cool little bridge to get over there. And they had a bridge similar to this at the end of Sukhumvit Soi 10 in the Asok area getting into Benjikiti Park. It's under construction. I walked by it the other day. They're tearing it up with excavators and different, well, I don't know what those things are, those backhoes. But they're building a new bridge there. It said it should pop up in June of 2024. So hopefully that little shortcut will be available soon to get back into the park. My buddy said that there was a temporary bridge, but when I walked by the other day, it appeared to just have a chain link fence around it. So maybe the temporary comes and goes. I'm not sure. On the other side of the Kheha station, I did not see any large condos, or this side. The next station, you can see it off in the distance there on the left side, is Origin at the 22 station building. And then the next station after that, so 2 stations from here, I think I already mentioned, is the Robinson Shopping Mall, where you'll find a movie theater, a Tops, KFC, all these options. Down here, not so much. Oh, look at this old, is that a Toyota? I'm not sure what this building is, but it's really the only kind of 8-story building in the area. Less than a 10-minute walk to the BTS. I see a 7-Eleven right across the street from it. So it's the Sansuk residence. I'll bet they even have a pool. I'm just guessing. Sometimes these larger places, even a more basic accommodations, will have a pool, but you don't have to look that one up if you're interested in this area. Again, a very old school Thai feel. I'm just gonna walk down a block or two and then head back to the train. Plenty of cool little coffee shops and businesses. And I'm sure this little area comes alive in the evening. Street food. There's another building tucked away back here, the Marin Court. Cool little grocery store on the corner. Now here's a CJ supermarket. I've only seen a couple of these. They're similar to like a Lotus Go Fresh, but you'll find most everything you need. And then you're only 2 stops to that Tops if you want some fancier items. There's just not a lot around here besides nice, simple, affordable living. And to be quite honest, as I'm walking around filming, everybody's just kind of staring at me. So I don't want to offend anybody with sticking a camera in their face. I'm sure they're not used to too many farang down here filming. I've said it in other videos, I do my best to try to be respectful. I mean, I'm pointing down the way towards the train, and like this young lady just looked over at me. She could have, it hasn't ever really happened to me where, you know, they start yelling, stop filming, stop filming. It happened to me once with, one time with another expat. I wasn't even realizing. I was like, hey, look at this Nissan truck, and like over with the ATM machine, maybe somebody's like giving me the finger, like, stop filming me, a-hole. You know, I was like, I didn't even see you standing there, you know. So I try to do my best to not be that guy walking down the middle of Soy Cowboy with a selfie stick and making everybody jump for cover. But I'm trying to do my best to give you some peeks around just everyday Bangkok. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of looks. So I want to head back to the train. For one, there's not a whole bunch to see, and for another, I'm certainly not wanting to make anybody uncomfortable. And I 100% understand, because I've mentioned it with my buddy Jeff, you know, just sitting in a bar. I don't want somebody sticking a camera in my face either. I mean, and I do YouTube, so I get it. I apologize for some of the less discreet YouTubers out there that I don't know. They're like, if you're in public, I can film you or whatever. I don't believe that. I mean, if somebody's like, right now I'm in this shot, if somebody's walking straight at me, well, I'll move the camera over here. So at least they understand, you know, hey, you're not just sticking a camera in my face. But I don't know. I'm not saying I'm doing anything better than anybody else. I'm just trying to do my own thing. And I ducked into 7-Eleven to get a bottle of water, and I'll just throw out this reminder: you can only buy beer in the 7-Eleven from 11 to 2 and from 5 until midnight. And there are certain Buddha days. There's not many. I want to say 6 or 8 a year where there's no alcohol sold in bars, hotels, or 7-Elevens. You know, it's interesting when you come into these 7-Elevens. I'm so used to everything being in huge bulk size. Costco in the United States, buy a 6-pack of this and whatnot. But here, it's small sizes at an affordable price. I mean, you can buy the larger sizes of anything. But if you want makeup, just to do your makeup twice, say, well, this isn't makeup, whatever it is, face cream, you can just buy a small 59 baht, which is a couple of bucks, and you know, maybe that'll get you by for a week. Not everybody can afford to buy a $20 thing of face cream. Hey, so thank you so much for running around Kheha this Friday morning. It's a little after 10 now, so I'm gonna head back to the BTS and make the ride back to Phrom Phong. I will time it from the end of the line here, end of the line today anyhow, from here to Phrom Phong, and give you a heads up on exactly how long that commute took. But we may have to change trains in Sam Rong. When I came out this way this morning, it says on the train, this train will end in Sam Rong. You get off and then get on the next train to go 6 more stops, I think it is, to the end of the line. Sometimes in the other direction, you'll hear this train will end at Mo Chet. And I am starting to mumble. When I get hot, that's my first indication. It might be time to head home when I can't speak clearly. But if you get off at Mo Chet, no big deal. Just like at Sam Rong, you'll get on the next train 2 minutes later. That's just where they pull the train into the middle of the track and turn it around in the other direction where there's more traffic. It's not a big deal at all. And I just asked the young lady how much a ticket was from here, the end of the line, to Kheha BTS, and she said 50 baht, which is the same answer I got for a one-way 2 stations back. So maybe it maxes out at 50 baht. I'm not sure. I thought it would be a little bit more expensive two stations away, but she said 50 baht. So the train's sitting here waiting for a couple of minutes, I'm sure, to get back on time. I'm going to start the timer from, is it Kheha station? I know it's not Kheha. Again, I'm getting a little hot. From Kheha, I'll time it until my home of Phrom Phong. I'm going to estimate 30 minutes, 35 minutes, if we don't change trains in Sam Rong. I think that is just coming in the other direction. The train's coming out this way. You get off the one in Sam Rong, and then it turns around and heads back in towards the city. But I think this train will be a non-stop. We'll find out. So it is 10:15 a.m. We're taking off. Not sure how many train stops. I'll get up here and count them in a minute. At least 12, I'd guess. I think it might be closer to 18 stops from the end of the line to Phrom Phong. Hey, so we made it. The 18 stops from Kheha to Phrom Phong took a little over 36.5 minutes. But here we are in Phrom Phong. So there you go. Phrom Phong, maybe the next station is Seoul, 2 more minutes away. Will be central Bangkok, at least for expats. So the end of the line, 30 plus minutes. But you might be able to get yourself a $150 apartment. So I'll leave that up to your decision. So it looks like a nice quiet area. So thank you so much for following along. There'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later.